So yeah, like I said, we will continue to monitor to see where it is. But the next question regarding Evo, I wanted to pose to you is, out of the new countries that will host Evo, which one do you think will benefit the most?
Just from looking online and from my own personal travel wants and places I would go, Brazil's number one. I think Brazil is number one, and there isn't a number two. Right? It's so
Totally
far of
agree.
a gap from one and two. Brazil is without a doubt number one's going to be probably the
Hardcore
best
gaming country.
event of any event in 2027. If you're going somewhere, Brazil is probably the place to go. That is probably going to be the one. That is going to be the one. Uh, and we talked before this. I think the Middle East one will be interesting because so far we've seen like the Esports World Cup, but these are all players coming who are qualified. So what happens when players from that region can come and play in what's considered the best fighting game tournament in the world, where you may not have qualified because you got the birds in your area and they're not losing, but you're
Right.
good enough to beat some other people. It's
Yeah,
hard.
it's hard because people don't know in those countries it is hard to get exposure because
Yes.
you need sponsorship in order to come to America. It costs
Yep.
way too much money, including flight, hotel, all of that, food. So for Evo to be in places like Middle East, Brazil, where they do not have the funds to travel, you're going to find a lot of people, diamonds in the rough, who are really, really good at these games. Because I've heard from people like Daigo and Takedo, there are players that are killers in Japan who don't have the sponsorship
Mm.
in order to travel to America. So imagine now you're like you said, there's China, which we know is a absolute monster when it comes to fighting games. The players that can't travel now have a place to go for Evo, and you're going to find so many more players worldwide that you are going to discover with this. So I'm right there with you. Brazil's going to be it because Brazil is really big again. I don't know if a lot of people know that. They are a very big country when it comes to gaming, and I think you're going to find so many more players and to expand the brand because look at Blaz
Yeah.
in South America and Chile. That player has really blown up worldwide and given a lot of young people, even in America, hope that I could do this, the re-you fascination. Look at Mickey in I believe Singapore. You have so many players that you're finding out. And now I can only imagine how many more players you're going to find out with Evo being expanded to places like Brazil, Morocco, um, China, the Middle East, Europe. It's going to be really great to see in the coming years who we find out is going to be the next great player in fighting games.
There's going to
Uh,
be at least one unknown player who
yes.
doesn't get to travel to make top eight in each of these places.
Because
Like,
people remember this, Troy. We did not know about Arson Ash on a worldwide until Evo Japan. If Evo Japan was not an option, Arson Ash may have never become the phenom he is now.
I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah. Evo Japan was where he was seen on, and he had to have like 3 or 4 flights just to get to Evo Japan. So a lot of people do not know that when you have exposure like that, that's how you get people like Arson Ash. And
Yes.
yeah,
Brazil, by far. It's
people
not
we
even
agree.
close.
Not even
It's
close.
not.
This
It's
is like
not.
Michael Jordan and then everybody
Yeah.
else. Yeah,
That
this
might
is
be the main Evo in 2027. Like if you especially on this side of the world, if
right.
you're on this side of the world, that's probably not that hard to get a flight to there. You know, it's
No,
gonna be amazing. It's gonna
no,
be
that
amazing.
that one. So yeah, so Smitty, I want you to find the kindness in your heart to give me a loan to go to
Hey,
Evo Brazil.
you have a
So
passport.
uh, no, I don't, sir. Can you direct me
First,
in the
start
water?
there.
Sure.
Start
Okay,
there.
well,
Go
I will.
online, fill it out, go to your
Yes,
post
sir.
office, and do what you need to do.
Okay, all right. Well, the other part, I hope you find the kindness in your heart, which is financial funds,
Oh yeah.
so I can go. If we could, if I could step into your office and, you know,
Speaking of which, We need people to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, we got obviously yes. Benny is segue, like, share, and subscribe, people, because he's letting me
Yes.
know that's the only way we're gonna get that I'm gonna get to Brazil is like, share, and subscribe to the Combat Report, people. Please do that because yes, there's only one of us on this show who is you know able to do things as you see me in the dark right now. So the last